Hey everybody, welcome back to the Cyberspace Virtual Reality channel. We're very excited here. We have a really cool video for you. We're going to tell you how you can use your virtual reality headset, no matter what headset it is, to make you money. The goal with, I think, any hobby should always be, how can this hobby pay for itself? How can I get this hobby to get me money? And that's something that in this day and age can be really quick and easy to do with a virtual reality headset.
The way I see it, there are two categories of people that are going to be watching this video. People that haven't bought VR yet and are wondering how they can justify that expense, and people that have VR and are wondering, hey, maybe I can make a little bit of money on the side. If you don't have a VR headset yet, keep watching. There's going to be a lot of information for you. If you do have a VR headset, I'm sure you will find a ton of really great valuable information on how you can take this thing that you like to do in your free time to something that maybe you make money with in your free time.
This is something that we actually have a lot of experience with. In fact, this is how the cyberspace virtual reality started out in the first place. Sean and I, we were living in Idaho at the time, and we've been friends for over a decade, and we've always wanted to have a business together. So we were contemplating, what can we do? How can we make some money? How can we have some fun? And at the time, there was a virtual reality lounge, like a virtual reality arcade that we were going to. And we were doing a long drive once, almost a little road trip. We were just like, that's it. That's what we can do, virtual reality. It's so expensive, and it's very specific into what locations you can go to actually experience virtual reality. What if we did that ourselves? What if we invested some money into some virtual reality equipment? What if we bought a computer, bought the headset, and went nuts and started selling it ourselves?
And so originally we actually planned to build, have our own VR lounge and have people come and do that. And then we realized, you know what, maybe as college students we really shouldn't be investing in something that's so brick and mortar and has us tied down anywhere. And I'm really glad we had that thought process, because we moved into our newer business model, which is, instead of people coming to us for VR, we take VR to them, which was, I think, a really cool and new idea, and it ended up working out pretty well for us.
As college students, we did not have the means at all to have a lease and buy multiple virtual reality headsets and computers to start having people come to us. And that's just kind of scary. Is it going to work out? Is it not? We ran a lot of numbers. There was a potential that it could be profitable. So if you have the means, that could be one way that virtual reality can make you money, if you make a virtual reality lounge, an arcade of some sort. For us, that wasn't what it was. We decided that it made more sense for us to put this in more of a mobile aspect. We wanted to take the headsets, the computers, to people. So we started advertising. We bought the equipment and we started saying, hey, we're doing virtual reality parties, birthday parties, worker training meetings, things like that. And we went nuts, and it started really popping up. It was great.
Not only that, but we were going around showing people VR all the time, and it just kind of spread like what? We did almost no marketing, really.
Very little marketing.
We posted on Facebook a couple times. We did some free parties for people. If you own VR, you already probably do that. You probably go to people's houses and you put VR up, and
they love it.
They love it, and they want to do it every time they see you, and they talk about it all the time.
Let me break it down a little bit so that you can understand why doing virtual reality parties is actually a pretty good business model. A lot of people aren't savvy with technology. They don't understand computers very well. Not only are people not tech savvy enough to be able to build a computer of their own for a cheaper price, they just don't have the means to make that initial investment, to buy a computer and to buy the $400, $500 headset that's required to play some of these awesome virtual reality games. But once a year, when their kid has an awesome birthday party, they're willing to drop $100, $200, maybe even $300 on a really fun virtual reality experience. That's why this doing virtual reality mobily, like taking it to people for parties and events, is a really cool idea, because parents don't freak out about owning a computer. They don't freak out about spending $400 plus $1,500 on the necessary requirements for the technology that they need. It's just a one-time thing. It's all in the hands of you, the technology virtual reality expert. So that's why it's a pretty cool model, and it really worked out for us.
And especially right now, in 2020 with coronavirus going on, there's so many places that have to shut down. You can't go to a brick and mortar VR lounge, but maybe depending on your local laws, can have a VR party, people can come over and you can throw that. Or maybe corporate events or whatever it may be. There's so many applications for VR mobily that just wouldn't happen at a VR lounge. Like you wouldn't have a corporate team building activity in a VR lounge. It just doesn't fit. But we had a really cool corporate party. A bunch of people came over. It was a kind of a team building activity. It was a blast. And that was made possible because we were able to take our equipment and take it to a discrete location that they wanted to do their thing at. So it was great. It was a wonderful time, and there's so many other ways that you can use it that way.
The cool thing is that virtual reality sells itself. It is such a cool experience right now in this day and age. It's something that many people have never experienced before. Many people never even fathomed that this could be a thing. And so it sells itself. If you can get in the door, if you can get people trying it out, they will love it. And not only will they love it and buy it, they will refer you to other people. And that's the coolest part. Doing a little bit of advertising or a little bit of work to get one party can easily spread to 2 parties, 3 parties, 5 parties, 10 parties. So that is a really quick and easy way that you can start making your virtual reality pay for itself.
There's so many ways to get people interested in this and get people trying it. Some of the hard lessons that we learned so that you don't have to is make sure if you're trying to market to people, if you're doing like a free event, make sure you show it to the parents, not just the kids, right? Because the parents are the ones with the money and they need to know how awesome VR is, right? So what we did is we ended up charging, per hour of VR. We had a minimum because it's too much work to come and set up for just a 30-minute party. So we had an hour and a half minimum to start?
Yeah, an hour and a half was the minimum.
So you have an hour and a half minimum, and then you go from there, and every half hour is more money, but it's usually cheaper. And you can set it up however you want to. You can have, it's only 2-hour parties, we only let this many people play, or you can literally just show up and charge per minute of playing. Whatever it may be. Something you need to understand though is you can't just let people play the games that you already own. Technically, if you're doing this commercially, you're supposed to have a commercial license. Whether you do that or not is up to you. If you want to, break the law, that's on you. But if you want to do it legally in the right way, you need to be doing it commercially. And there's a lot of different options for that.
The reason that we're so excited about telling you this is because not only have we done it, but it worked out really well for us. Within, I think it was honestly a month of us starting, a month or so after buying and investing a couple grand maybe into a computer and a nice virtual reality headset and stuff, we'd already paid for it. In fact, after a few months, we started in the fall, and by the end of the year, we already had the budget to buy another computer, another system, and another virtual reality headset so that we could expand and start doing more parties at the same time, or charge a little bit extra to have 2 separate virtual reality headsets in one party. So that's why we're so excited about it, is because this is proven, this works. We proved it and it worked for us, and we started making actual money and paid for all the initial investments that we had.
It's really a great gig, right? You really don't need to spend like a ton of time prepping for a party or whatever. And you go and you spend 3 hours, right? You need about 20 minutes to set up at their house and 10 minutes to take down, and you leave, right? And so however much money, we were charging a pretty good amount of money for just a half hour, and you'll figure out the prices in your local area that fit well. I think we were charging it was close to like $1 a minute or something, a little bit more.
Around that. Yeah.
But you'll figure out what the best prices are for your area. And the great thing is it didn't just stay with the mobile parties, it moved into other things. It opened up new possibilities for us. We actually ended up, building a system for somebody and selling it, and that, it kind of snowballed. So there's a lot more things that we can work on, and we have plenty more avenues. We decided to start a YouTube channel about this because we're so passionate about it, and it's cool. We're the VR guys. People know us.
And that's a pretty good segue into another way that your virtual reality can make you money. If you're really excited about it, you love it, make a YouTube channel, make a blog, and start just posting content about what you like about it, how it's going, what games you like. Just do it. People love watching people play VR. That's why it always works. That's why people pay for it, because people love watching people do it. So if you have a YouTube channel and you start getting subscribers, you start getting a lot of views, that's a really quick way that you can start making money from it, from your virtual reality investment as well.
This is such a cool hobby, and a lot of people are getting on the bandwagon, especially with new games like Half-Life Alyx. More people are investing in it because they're curious as to what the market is going to put out, and I promise you it's only going to get better from here. Things are growing and changing so fast. Oculus is doing updates on their headset currently. all sorts of stuff. And this isn't going to change, right? Someone could be watching this video 5 years from now, and they'll be like, yeah, VR is evolving really fast, and it's changing all the time. The Oculus Quest is an independent headset. Who knows where we're going to be in 10 years with this? If you want to get on the bandwagon, get on this wagon early so that later on you'll be a professional and be able to take advantage of all the new and changing technology, this is the place to start, especially if you're in high school, you were working all summer, you decided to build your own headset. Now is the time to maybe establish yourself as kind of an authority on the subject.
So that's all we're going to really say about it right now. If you have questions, let us know in the comments. We've done this before. We know how to make money with virtual reality. If you're curious and you want to do it yourself, let us know. We are interested in helping you out.
We will be completely open and honest about exactly what we did. This isn't something that we're looking to take globally or anything. We want everybody to love this and enjoy it. So let us know if you have any questions. We'll share we'll teach you what we can. We'll help you along the best that we can.
Thanks again for watching, guys. This is the Cyberspace Virtual Reality. I'm Landon. This is Sean. We hope to see you really, really soon.